Welcome to the Collective Experience by the BrwnGrlz Collective, a dynamic platform where we celebrate innovation, creativity, and the power of Black excellence. Each episode, we sit down with change makers, visionary industry leaders, and groundbreaking entrepreneurs across the worlds of fashion, tech, education, business, and more. This is more than just an interview series. It is a space where stories are shared, wisdom is exchanged, and inspiration flows. Together, we are building a community that thrives on collaboration, empowerment, and the drive to uplift one another. So get ready to meet these women redefining industries and shaping the future. This is the Collective Experience, where we take center stage. Mark your calendars for these dope community events. Catch a good Black game night every last Sunday at Lux Life, where games, laughs, and live vibes live. Support Live Soul with Soulful Touch, now seeking sponsors for their next big show. See you there.
Welcome to the Collective Experience, brought to you by BrwnGrlz Collective, your space for inspiration and connection. I'm your host, Sierra Hampton. Today, we're excited to introduce Ms. Tanisha Hall, creator of IAS Games. She is an innovative creator behind IAS Games, a company dedicated to celebrating Black culture through dynamic, entertaining, and cultural-inspired games. Drawing inspiration from beloved sitcoms, iconic cinema, and original ideals, Tanisha crafted experience that brings joy and connection to Black communities. Her impressive portfolio includes the Hillman Game, inspired by A Different World, Flavored the Game, inspired by Living Single, and the Spades Coach, a unique tool that teaches spades in a fun, judgmental-free environment. She also cultivates photo guessing games on YouTube, creating moments of laughter and nostalgia for audience. In addition to creating games, IAS Games offer novelty items, and specialized service to help Black creators bring their gaming vision to life, fostering innovative and representing within the gaming industry. As self-taught game developer, Tanisha's passion for artistic expression shines through her work, seamlessly blending her love for poetry, dance, and music into her project. With a commitment to creating a good Black time and centering love in all she does. Join us as we explore her journey of inspiration and innovativity, transferring the gaming world one culture, rich project at a time. Let's welcome Miss Tanisha Hall, guys.
Hey, thank you so much, Tanisha.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you? Nice to meet you, and thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
Thank you for joining us on this New Year's. We're so excited to learn more about you and your program and your platforms. Let's first start off with a little game we like to call This or That.
All right.
Okay. Let's spin that wheel, please.
I love a game.
Me too. All right. Looks like we got late nights or early mornings. Which one are you?
Early mornings. I am an early bird. I'm an early bird.
Gets to learn.
I'm up. I'm up and I'm ready to go. I'm one of those people that's like, if you're grumpy in the morning, I am not the person for you. I am up. I'm bright. I'm ready to go. I got music going. I want to dance.
Right.
And no coffee.
What's the earliest do you get up? What's your
I get up now around like 5:30. It used to be earlier, but probably about 5:30, between 5:30 and 6:30.
And what's like your morning routine like?
Ooh, okay. So first I try to decide how I'm gonna get out of bed because I'm in my 40s now. I can't just be like, I don't just jump out.
Right.
I'm like, okay, am I gonna roll or am I gonna pivot and slide? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's my first after being grateful for waking up. I have to figure out pivot, slide, roll, how we gonna do this getting up out of the bed. I like to stretch. I'll, do the normal, teeth, brush teeth, wash face, stuff like that. I don't really eat breakfast. I wish I did, but first things in the morning after I get up and get myself ready, I'm getting my daughter ready for school. Okay. And then the rest of the day is super momming and entrepreneuring. But that's how I get up. Oh no, I have started incorporating hibiscus tea into my morning routine now.
Nice. And what's the benefit of that?
I don't know. It looks pretty. It tastes delicious. No, I've heard hibiscus tea was supposed to be good for blood pressure. Okay. But honestly, other than that, I have no clue.
Okay. No clue. And how old is your daughter? I heard you mention getting your daughter together. How old is your daughter?
My youngest is 14.
Well, you look
freshman
good.
in high school.
You look good. Yeah. You look good.
Yeah, thank you. My oldest is 23 and my middle baby is 20.
Oh, well, you look good. Thank you. So I have to agree with you. I am an early morning person. I actually have my alarm set at 5:30. Okay. And that's my time to let my dog out and get myself ready for the crazy day that I'm about to have. So I feel like if you sleep the day away, you don't have time enough to accomplish what you need to during the middle of the day. Like you need that morning time. So kudos to us for being bright and early.
Hey. All right, late nights work too sometimes. Sometimes it can happen, but most of the time I prefer to get up early.
Right. Same here. All right, let's ask another question. Spin that wheel, please.
All right.
What do we got?
Ooh.
Brick or mortar business or online business?
Okay, so I would love to have a brick and mortar, but I prefer online because I feel like there's a lot more imagination that I can implement into my business online. Like with a brick and mortar, if I want the entrance, just the doorway into my business to be this grand experience, I'm gonna have to come out of pocket. Right. I'm gonna have to protect it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to enlist people to help me install it into everything, right? But if I want to have that same type of grand entrance with my imagination, I can come up with a video. I can have music. I can, have it cartoony if I want to.
The sky's the limit.
Sky's the limit. So, and I have a larger reach. Because brick and mortar is it's essential to local, and I love it. That's why I want one. But I prefer being able to reach more people that way. So it's still organically because there's still a connection, but with less overhead and more ability to include imagination. So I would say online.
Good. I'm not a business owner, but eventually I will be. And I would have to definitely agree online because I feel like, like I said, the sky is the limit. You reaching more than just your local people. Even if you do promote the local business, I feel like your expansion is major platform when you're online. So good luck to you on that part. All right, let's ask one more question to get us kind of warmed up. Spin that wheel, please. Hopefully it's something.
Listen, I've always wanted to be on The Price is Right. Spinning that big wheel. I love game shows are my jam. I'm here for this.
Yeah, here's your chance now, Tanisha. All right, hair up or hair down?
Major love to our sponsors for stepping in to make all of this happen. IAS Games for family and friend game nights. Out the Barns Entertainment for your video editing needs. Camera Guys Inc. for video photography and your editing needs. Intro music by Sedasia and music provided by Drea. Your contributions keep us going and help us grow.
Yes.
Which one?
That's the answer. Yes, both of them. I can't pick. No, but if I have to pick one, I'm gonna say I'm gonna say hair down.
I like your hair down. I feel like it's free. I feel like you're liberated.
You know what? I feel like it too. That's why I made it. It was very fun to construct.
That's moves. Right.
It bounces.
You can go with the flow.
No one can really tell. I made this on stream. It was fun.
Oh, being creative already.
Why not?
Love it. But there was a time I feel like us as Black women or brown women that we were scared to showcase our natural beauty. So for us now to be where, hey, wash and go is it. Oh, wash and go is it. And we're not being judged about it. So I love me personally. I love my hair up or down. I feel like my curls is great. My natural straight hair is great. So I'm with you. I have to say both.
I gotta. It's hard to pick. I like wearing my hair naturally. I like wearing units. I'll wear a wig. I'm always game for a nice little twist out. If I got my little twist up under or my little braid down, take that out. Got my little clipper thing going. I'll I like the versatility of it too. But you're right. There was even definitely with me. I had so many times my hair had to be straight. Like I remember begging my mama for a perm. Begging for a perm. I wouldn't be caught dead outside with my natural hair state. And now I'm like,
perm who?
Even where I used to work, in places I used to work, feeling insecure about my natural state of hair.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I'm happy to see that a lot of us are like, I'm just gonna rock what I rock.
And it's our natural beauty. So why not? Why not? This is what God's given to us. So thank you for joining in on a game with us. Now let's get into the introspective.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself. I was jumping ahead of the game, but to introduce yourself, tell us a little bit more about yourself and about your platform.
All right. Well, I am Tanisha, Queen It Shall Be Hall. I go by your friendly neighborhood unicorn, Queen It Shall Be. I am I do a lot. I'm a native of Brooklyn, New York. I live in the South now. I am a mom, poet, dancer, instructor, board game developer, business owner, entrepreneur. I do a lot, arts activist. And most recently over the past, I want to say 5 years, maybe 4 or 5 years, content creator and streamer. So I wouldn't call myself a gamer, but I do play games every now and again.
Okay.
But I am a adventurous but very cautious person that wants to overall just do good and be good. That's why I call myself the friendly neighborhood unicorn. I do a lot, but I've always wanted to help. I got started with games and gaming as a kid, playing video games, playing board games and stuff like that. And dancing, music has always been a part of my life. Poetry also. Growing up in Brooklyn, there was a lot of cultural outlets and resources that I miss, but was definitely foundational to my life. So I'm just an overall artist and entrepreneur. That would be the best way I could say it. Black woman, trying to be out here as an adult, which is the worst scam ever. I can't believe I tried to run head first for this, but
same here.
That's pretty much a nutshell about me. And my company is In All Seriousness. Shortened, it's called IAS Games, even though I do more than games. Okay. But I am a pro-Black entrepreneur, content creator, mom, Black woman, unicorn.
Love that. Thank you so much, Miss Tanisha, for letting us know a little bit more about you. Now let's get into the introspective. Okay. What is a misconception that people may have of you or of your brand?
Oh, okay. A misconception that people may have of me would be that I don't know. If I'm being honest, I guess a misconception would be that I am always happy. That I don't, that I may not go through things. And I just started really being transparent about all the things that I've been going through, including mental health struggles, which I'm really important. I'm really deliberate about bringing awareness to, especially in our community. A misconception about my business would be that it's really easy to make and produce a board game. No, it is not. No.
And I can kind of tell you, like, we had a family vacation, and I'm always the one that's in charge of the entertainment. So I created a board game, and man, I thought, just looking at TikTok or, YouTubing it, that it was going to be easy, but it was difficult.
Yes.
So I do understand that. And we're definitely going to dive in a little bit more to kind of see what we can do and how you can inspire us. So let's get into some of these questions.
Okay.
Now let's see about your passion and identity.
All right.
What inspires you to start your journey, and how does your personal story connect with what you do today?
What inspired me to start my journey was my people, my community, my family, my friends, specifically Black people. I'd grown up around a lot of negativity, as many people do. But again, just speaking specifically from my culture and my experience, I grew up with a lot of negativity, but I also grew up with small but impactful pockets of joy. So being the person of balance that I am sometimes, I like to look at it like, okay, well, if this worked this way, then if I tried it the other way, maybe it'll do some good. And since I saw that there was so much attention being brought to things that were negative about us, although albeit profitable, they were negative, I said, let me try to bring something positive into the mix and make it fun, and make it direct that I'm talking to us. I don't want it to be any misconceptions about, oh, well, these games are for everybody. They're not. They're not even for all Black people, honestly, because everyone's not going to like everything. But I definitely knew that was what I wanted. I wanted to make my people happy. I was so tired of seeing us unhappy, seeing us mistreated, seeing us mistreat each other, being mistreated, wanting to mistreat others, anything of that sort. I didn't want any of it. And I also really appreciated, like I said, the small pockets that I did have of joy were very impactful. I remember family gathering, and like you said, you're the entertainment manager of your family, so like there's something when we all get together and we just laughing and we just cutting up and we and we know that one cousin that's going to be well, for me, I'm gonna talk about my experience. I got one cousin that is going to be either the sore loser or the winner that you never want to win, because I think we all have that in our family. I think they're gonna keep it going. And they keep it going, and year after year, you're gonna remember. It's here they go. Here we go. But it's all love. It's like we look forward to it. We're ready to talk smack, but we want to see it. You know what I mean? Like those joyful moments are what I wanted to make sure I was putting at the forefront. I know we got our stuff going on. I know the world is crazy, and I know all eyes is on us to fail a lot of times. But right now, while we at this table, I want to make something that is for us. I grew up playing games like Clue and Monopoly and Life, and Clue especially was one of my favorite games. But I would always wonder, what would it be like if the characters looked like me? What if they were Black people on this board? Like, how would that change the dynamic? And the answer is yes, it does. But because it makes it more relatable for us, it involves us. So I wanted to make sure that I knew that my people knew that my company, my business, my mission, everything I did was a love letter to us, and which includes me. So I love that. I love that because I'm like you. I grew up family gatherings, board games, but nothing I found related to my culture and how I'm growing up. And so for you to create something like that, for us to actually have a voice during a game, that's really cool of you. That's really cool. So we thank you for that, because it's hard to have a voice in this such demanding world, and like you said, the world's already beating us up as Black people. Yeah.
So it's always good to have a board game that we can relate to.
Yes.
So thank you for sharing that. So let's move on to about your business. What sets your business or activity apart, and how does it impact your community or industry?
I will say what sets my business apart is I am focused on details. I love attention to detail, and it doesn't mean that I don't mess up. I just mean that when I think of a game and when I put a game out there, there are so many Easter eggs. There's so many little details that, to me, at first, it would seem like when I create a game, I'm like, oh, I want to see this, I want to see that. And then I'm like, oh, okay, it would be cool if there was like a little, like thinking about it like video games, it's a little side mission. Let's see how many of these, how many things you can recognize on the board. Can you see where there's a pattern? Can you see where there's like a hidden message or something fun in that? I will follow a theme to the T. I love it. I love it. I also think another thing that sets my business apart is no one's done it. No one's made a game about a show that we all love,
all grew up on,
and, or a lot of us grew up on, that was so impactful to the culture. And or even topics that are so impactful to the culture. I hadn't seen many games made about it. Thankfully, I have, when I started this journey, I met more Black game developers, and they are doing phenomenal things. Good. Phenomenal things. But for me, because comedy has always been my thing, as far as like one of my loves, I love to laugh. I love, I will pick a comedy over anything. Anything. I would always choose to laugh. And I wanted to put that forward because laughter is healing for me. It is. So that's another thing that I would say sets my company apart, is that there's some cool things to chuckle about. And I have a direct intention to help Black people. That's another thing that I feel like sets my company apart, because I want to help other Black people make games too. I don't want to just make them on I don't have all the ideas, and I don't want to do everything. But if I can help another Black game developer make a game, I'm gonna help you make a game. Let's make some games.
Confession. I love Growing Up a Different World. Actually, I call myself Whitley sometimes. And don't let me get a boyfriend, because it's gonna be Dwayne.
Oh, come on, big sister gorgeous one. Yes. So
I'm excited to do your game, the Hillman. I'm excited to try that out, so I can definitely give you a good feedback on that. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be a very good culture shock for me as well.
Oh my gosh, you're going to have such a good time. Such a good time playing it.
It's bad because my friends, they'll call me Whitley sometimes. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to change my Instagram name to Whitley. I am Whitley.
You know what? Because Whitley was an icon. And and I feel like when that show came out, I think a lot of us knew, this is unforgettable. This is going to be,
and I feel like too, you can relate yourself. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry. Relate yourself to those characters, because even now, if you watch our show now, you're like, wait, I'm going through that right now.
Relevant. It is
very relevant.
It is consistently current. I love that about shows like that. And sometimes some of it can be kind of sad, because we're like, dang, we're still dealing with the same kind of problems. Or
and they were doing that with that in the 90s.
Oh my gosh. So I just knew that when I was thinking about making games, like you said, people call you Whitley because it's relatable, because we know someone like that, or we have characteristics or our personalities kind of match like that. So I was like, what would that look like in a game? I know someone would love to play Whitley, and here you are.
Yeah, I am.
You see the game? I'm Whitley.
I'm Whitley.
And the piece, and here, you already know. I'm Whitley. Thank you very much. Just like we would fight over who's going to be the car in Monopoly, Or who's gonna be top hat? I'm Whitley. Thank you.
Thank you. Keep my character.
Keep it.
So let's move on to our next question. What is your why? What is your why, and what keeps you motivated even when it gets tough, especially, being in the industry that you're in as a Black female?
Behind the scenes, there's a lot of hard work that goes into this production, and we couldn't do it without our amazing sponsors, advertisers, and crew.
The why is love is always the why for me.
That's a great why. That's a really great why, because you have to have a love for it.
I have a love for it. Oh my gosh, I did not expect to get emotional about this.
It's okay.
I have a love for it, and I have a love for us. Mm-hmm. So at the time when I started my business, I had lost my job. I thought I was losing everything. A fun fact, I didn't really lose everything until last year. Well, quote unquote. But I was so sad. I was so depressed. I was miserable. And I just wanted to be happy. I just wanted to love something.
Yeah.
I wanted to be around love. So I got around some family members and we started talking about games, and we were just, the way that I hadn't even made the game yet, but it was just the way that we were talking about things, that we were talking about shows, we were talking about movies, we were talking about nostalgia, we were talking about where we were when something first came out. And I was like, I love when we do this. Mm-hmm. I love when we do this.
Do this, yes.
I want to create something that is like a beacon for us to do this. Come to the table, let's play a game. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, so the love of my people, the love of us, and I believe that love is the thing that's going to win.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that is why. Specifically love for well, yeah, I guess I could put it like that, because at the time I was thinking about how I was feeling. So it started with a love for me. Mm-hmm. I felt so terrible about everything. I just wanted to love me.
Right.
So I said, what do I love? I love playing games. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to do something I love to do to show me that I love me. And I love us. I love when we do this. So yes, that is my why.
And just to kind of piggyback on what you said about, that 1 year where things were just not going your way and you just felt very negative or very down about the situation. Besides your family, what else kind of motivates you to get back into yourself and not only love yourself, but love what you're doing now?
What got me my support system.
That's very important.
My tribe, my community, my people came through.
Yeah.
And what's so great about that was that it wasn't anything monetary. It was the love, it was the transparency, it was the willingness to tell someone I'm here,
right, and
stand on it and be there. Even if it was just to stand while I cried. You know what I mean? So my community, definitely. Friends, family, strangers.
Right.
That's what brought it back. And a lot of people believed in what I started. Mm-hmm. So it also gave me that confirmation of why I started it. It was like, okay, I am important. I did do something good. I did exactly what I said I was going to do. I was going to make a game that made people happy for different generations of a family to play together. I did it. My games are in homes right now where people are like you said, let's go play Hillman. I'm Whitley. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm Dwayne.
Well, I want to commend you, Tanisha, because you could have gave up. You could have not have
wanted to 100%.
Yeah,
sure did.
You could have not created this platform for us to get together as a community, as a Black community, and play a game that we all can relate to. So thank you for not giving up and staying focused on your dream. I also want to ask you about your dancing videos. I know that you did mention that.
Oh man. Oh yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that, and how did you get into that?
Okay. Well, oh my gosh, this is gonna be like your most emotional interview ever because because we just might be tearing up all day.
It's okay. But, I'm a crier too, so no worries.
Me too. Well, me too. But so the dancing came up because in 2018 I suffered a mental breakdown, and it scared me. And I had suicidal thoughts. I went and sought help. I spoke to a psychiatrist and therapist, and I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety. And I knew I was going to start seeing a therapist regularly, and that was all cool and stuff, but I was afraid of what would happen when I didn't have the therapist, or what if I couldn't get to the phone, or what if I don't have the coverage, or whatever it was. I said I have to do something that's gonna keep me here, literally, like alive. Right. And I had been holding myself off for years from dancing. I had danced my whole life since I was little. Music was prominent through my family. Everybody was dancing or moving or something. I was in recitals, I was in classes, I was all growing up. But as I got older, and especially when I was trying to find myself through the abuse that I was suffering through my marriage that I was in, that I didn't know I was in yet because I hadn't learned about narcissistic abuse or anything. I said, I'm going to dance. It was almost like a rebellion. It was almost rebellious because unfortunately, one of the things that ended up motivating me was my husband at the time. He had cheated on me. And I was in the phase of, well, what did I do wrong?
Right.
And one of the things he said to me was, well, you could lose some weight. And I kept that. And I kind of like, it jarred me at first, but then later on, I was like, well, what if, the worst thing for me dancing is maybe I'll lose some weight.
Right.
So I'm going to try to dance every day.
Right.
And I said I was going to dance every single day for 20 minutes. I saw this video that talked about the benefits of Black people involving in more cardio activities and stuff like that. Anyway, I was already overweight. I knew my health was in danger. I was sad about a lot. And I said, I'm just going to dance every day, 20 minutes. That's it.
Right.
20 minutes. Right. I'm just going to move my body. And on day 4, I wanted to give up. And I kind of had some encouragement to give up. And then I said, no, I can't give up. I just started this and I want to stay alive. So I have to do something. I have to do one thing every day that makes me happy. I had a plaque that I saw every day. And I said, I'm going to do this one thing. So I turned on the camera. I told myself, if I have the camera on me, I'm going to be too embarrassed to stop. Because people are going to be looking at me like, well, where were you? Doing? So, like, what happened? So I said, and I even told people in the videos, I said, if you don't see me tomorrow, call me out. So I can put this video up. And no one had to call me out because I just kept going. Around my 90th day, a friend reached out to me and he said, I just want to let you know that every day that I've seen your videos, I haven't smoked a cigarette. So every time I see you dance, I know I can go another day and not smoke. And then I was like, okay. So
motivation.
I was like, okay, so not only am I seeing me, but people are seeing me. And then I never checked the scale. My weight just started to drop off. I danced through everything. Today, when I dance, it'll be 2,027 days. I've danced every single day for over 5 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
One thing I love, and I love your story. I too can relate. I've been in similar situations, but you took a negative and turned it around to a positive, not realizing that your positive was motivating other people.
No clue.
So kudos to you, Tanisha.
Thank you.
That's major. I mean, I feel like you could have just gave up on that 4th day instead.
You wanted to.
and still living your misery, but you didn't. You said, I'm going to dance to my happiness, and my happiness is dancing and not realizing that I'm, impacting the world. So that's major.
My kids see me dance. My daughter just
what kind of dancing was it?
Huh?
What kind of dancing were you doing? Just
everything.
Okay.
If I honestly, if you go back and look at my videos, I have them all still posted on my Instagram. If you look at my videos, you can kind of see the days that you can kind of see my emotion through the dances. You can see when I'm feeling myself. I got on something sexy and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Everything's going everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And then there's other times where I could be feeling, sad, and you will see it in the music. I could be missing my mama. You're going to see it in the music. I kind of just go with my mood. I love dancing to Afrobeat music. I love R&B. I love hip hop. I love rock. I love classical. I like blues. I like jazz. I dance to music from other countries and other languages. I read the lyrics.
Yeah, you gotta
know what I'm dancing to.
Definitely.
I will read lyrics before I get there. If something feels too catchy, I'll be like, what?
Wait, what are you saying? Translate, please.
Exactly.
Well, thank you for sharing. I wouldn't say your story. I would say more of your testimony. Because that definitely has inspired, I'm pretty sure, our audience here today, but me as well, So thank you for just being very transparent about your story.
I don't see why not. I grew up around a whole lot of people that suffered in silence, and I watched what it did. I watched what it's done to me. I've seen what it's currently doing to people. Like my whole life has changed because of transparency and lack of. So I just feel like even though honesty hurts, like just tell the truth. You don't know what it'll do. It might do the best thing ever if you tell the truth and you're not trying to like hurt anyone, but you're just be human, and put it out there. It's scary. I'm not gonna lie. Every day I get up to dance, there's some fear there, but I'm so committed to living and letting people know that as I'm dancing right now, I'm dancing to get free right now. So
you're just living in your truth.
You're gonna take it.
You're just living in your truth. That's all.
Yeah, that's it.
So let's move to our next question: legacy and impact.
Okay.
What impacts do you hope to make in life, and how do you see your legacy inspiring other Black and brown women to pursue their dreams?
The legacy, the impact I want to leave is that love is important. Love is important. Love for yourself, love for your people, allowing yourself to be loved honestly, and allowing yourself to love honestly, even after you've been hurt.
Exactly.
It's so important for us because we've all been hurt so much. We can take that and be creative with it. We can transmute that energy and do something really, really spectacular with it. Last year, I lost a friend that took his own life, and before he did, he told me months before, he had told me, he's like, man, I remember when you was the light, man. He was like, you got to be the light. You have to. It's in you. He's like, I see you not being that, and it's killing you. You're gonna have to be the light. Just go be you, be the light. And ever since then, it was like, so I want a Black and brown woman be the light. It's scary again, but as my cousin has told me, man, do it scared. Like, let's go. We don't know how long we have. We don't know who we could help, even if somebody's us. So, and I've done a lot of work to be miserable. I can put in that and then some to be happy. I can do that. Right.
My favorite quote is, fear is only a form of imagination. So you shouldn't fear anything because it's just your imagination. So go into it with a positive mindset and you'll be able to conquer and move over that fear.
Yeah. And even if you don't get the thing that you want, you faced it.
Right.
And there's power in facing it and getting back up. We hate to stumble. You know what I mean? Like we hate the fall, and even me, a lot of times for me, man, I remember when I was getting ready, like I'm preparing for divorce, and when that thing just started, I didn't want to hear nobody telling me I was gonna be okay.
Yeah.
No one. But that was the thing that had to be told to me all the time, the time, like that reinforcement, and it was done with love.
Right.
So that is that reinforcement for us, for our community, and love forward. That's my thing. I am not going back. Love forward at the forefront, at the helm, and it's going to make all the sense it needs to, because that's what my mission is. My mission is to do things with love. I can't, I choose not to do it any other way. I won't say I can't. You can do whatever. But what are we going to choose to do? That's the legacy I want to leave forward. It's not so much a demand of what to do. It's just a question. What are we going to choose to do today? And how are we going to be our best selves for us? Because it's going to start with us. We can't make, as a recovering people pleaser, I can tell you, okay? And I almost lost my life for this shit. I can tell you that we can do this. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it with love. We can do this with love. We don't always have
you're
to be
a prime example. You're a prime example.
That's gotta like do to us what do to someone else what was done to us. It's okay.
Right. You're a prime example of that. So, and I think with this, it would definitely open up a lot of brown girls' opinions and mindsets, and to explore and take that risk.
Please do. Please do. My mama used to tell me, you are the only you there is.
Right.
And I adapted that to say, you're the only one that could be the best you.
Right.
Someone else can try to pretend to be you or pretend to be anyone else, but you are the only, I'm the only Tanisha that can make this Tanisha the best Tanisha.
That's right. That's right. I like that. I like that. So let's move forward to our next question. Paying it forward. What's one piece of advice or wisdom you would share with the next woman stepping into this space? And what's one question you'll love to ask her?
Okay, let's see. A piece of advice for the next woman stepping into this space. Piece of advice is, I have so many things. Do it scared. Do it scared is one of them. Okay. Do it scared. Even if you're scared, do it. If you know it's going to bring you peace, if it's going to, if it has the possibility to bring you joy, genuine joy, but you're scared, do it anyway. Do it anyway. Take that chance for yourself. I like to, here's one. Here's a good one. Be the change you want to see. I say that a lot. Be the change you want to see, and be someone that little you would be proud to would like be little you's hero. Right. Little me now is like, what? Little me is lit. Little me is excited to tell other people, that's what I'm gonna be when I grow up. Excited. Even knowing all the stuff that's going on, little me is still like, that's me.
Do you have any words of encouragement for brown girls, anyone that's stepped into your field? What can you encourage them, especially going through and hearing your testimony, your story? Is there anything encouraging you can, say to our audience today?
Absolutely. One thing I would like to say to encourage Black and Brown Goods is, it's okay if you're not like the other girls. It's really okay. Oh my gosh. It is so awesome to have so many different people around, and you get to be one of them. You get to be the you that's goofy, that's silly. You get to dress the how you want to dress. You get to do things that make you smile. You get to do things that inspire yourself and others. You get to write all the words that free you when you need to. You get to look at yourself and know that it's you that gets to do anything beautiful that you want to. Anything that beautiful that you want to. I'm a child of the 80s. We grew up on imagination, but it's so real.
It is
so real. If you can think it, a lot of times you can make it happen.
Exactly.
Keep thinking it. Keep thinking through it. Don't let any wall. It might sit you down for a little bit, and it's okay. Sometimes we need to sit down, take a breather. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we get punched, and we're like, okay, all right. But that get up is everything. Yeah, you get to choose. Yeah, that is the awesome part.
Well, thank you so much, Tanisha. I felt like that was a message not only to Brown Girls Collective, but to myself as well, to keep going, keep pushing yourself. Tanisha, we're so grateful for your time and the light you brought to the world. To everyone watching, thank you for being part of the collective experience. See you later, Brown Girls.
Thank you to our advertisers, sponsors, and everyone who made it possible. And of course, thank you for tuning in and being part of the Brown Girls family. See you next time.
Oh girl, I love you just like Mary Jane. I give you everything. Damn, I hope you feel the same. Come and make it better just like Mary Jane. Oh girl, I can't complain. I need your touch, can't get enough. Come and beat me up, it's just like Mary Jane. From the middle of the club, you say you running low again. Won't let me fill your cup. I got some papers in my section and some sponsors in the tuck. She been calling me Spliff Daddy, baby. Please don't gas me up. You can keep your mask. I don't want time with that. Tryna know your heart by the time we start, baby. Ain't no hiding facts. Maybe if you with it, we can start a tab. Break down them walls, you can let me in. I can be your quarterback. Come on, put our team right on the map. Oh girl, I love you just like Mary Jane. I give you everything. Damn, I hope you feel the same. Come and make it better, just like Mary Jane. Oh girl, I can't complain. I need your touch, can't get enough. Come and beat me up, it's just like Mary Jane. Oh girl, I love you just like Mary Jane. Oh girl, I love you just like